Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes. Hi, my name is Bryce. I am here to be your plant gay for the day, darling. I am so excited about this video today. This is the almost the second parter of the last one that I put out. Well, the only one that I ever put out. My channel's brand spanking new, darling. And I'm just trying to build my content up while I can. So today, yeah, you saw the title of this video. This is my everyday no makeup look for people of any gender. I think it's really important that we become more gender inclusive because people that don't always fit the mold get really left out. So my job here today is to just do a little tutorial, show you exactly what I do on a daily basis when I want to look more natural, not so full coverage. I love this look, so I'm excited to show you how to do it. And that being said, let's get into it. Alright, before we do anything with our face, with makeup, it's really important to prime your face. So what I mean is you want to have a nice, clean, hydrated face. So wash your face and then moisturize. And then you'll be ready for the gods, darling. Anyway, woo. Sorry, it's early in the morning here in Portland, Oregon. That's where I'm from, yes. So anyway, after we've after we have moisturized, we need to go ahead and prime our skin. And basically what that means is getting it primed and ready for makeup. Without it, your makeup's not gonna lay down as well. It may not grip your skin. I love to use this Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow primer. This stuff works really well, especially for my skin tone. I've got dry skin, and I can't have any products that are mattifying or like pore blending or anything like that because they really dry out my skin. So I need something that's hydrating and glowy and dewy, and so I can look amazing. Yes. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for primers. Think about your skin tone, and there's so many different kinds that you can find, and you should be good. All right. So now with primer, we're gonna go ahead and put like a little bit bigger than a pea size on my hand. A little goes a long way. So I've got about this much on my fingers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on my face. On my face. Where else would it go? Okay. So I just put a little bit here, and I'm gonna just blend it in. Oh, I just love the feeling of this primer. It's so soft and silky. Now, the primes, you know what? I didn't put any on my neck. I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck. That's just important that we get our neck too, because we're gonna put foundation and stuff on it. Okay, I am primed for the gods, darling. So yeah, this is my new YouTube channel. I'm really excited about it. I have been playing with makeup since I was 16 years old, and that was a very long time ago. That was like, what was it, 22 years ago. So, I'm like trying to do the math in my head. How old am I? Anyway, So I used to play with makeup with my girlfriends. I'd paint their faces, do their makeup, obviously, do their makeup, paint their face, same thing. And I had so much fun doing it. And I kind of wish I had done it as a career because I was really so passionate about it. But anyway, here we are today with this new channel. I'm so excited for this video. But anyway, let's get back into it. Sorry, Bryce. I'm apologizing to myself. Woohoo! Alright, so we've got ourselves primed for the gods. Now we want to put on some foundation. So I'm going to grab my foundation right here. I like to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Medium Coverage Foundation. I like the shade 3 Cool. It's a great match for my skin. I love this foundation. It works so well. I used to like full coverage, you know, like really building on my skin. But now I like medium coverage. I think it works better. So we're going to be putting it on today with a Morphe M6 brush. This is a Kabuki foundation brush, and I absolutely love using this. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple pumps of foundation on my hand, and I'm going to work that with the brush, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've got about this much, which I never used that full amount, but you know, that's as much as I can get from 2 pumps. So now I'm just gonna stamp it on my face. Pretty simple. On the nose. And then I'm going to take the rest that I didn't put on my face, I'm going to put it on my neck. Can't forget the neck, darling. Okay, so there we go. We're done. You can go outside like this. Goodbye, this is, have a good day. So next we want to just blend this into our skin. We're going to use our brush again, as I said, and just go for it. Oh, and you want to use downward strokes. It wouldn't make sense to have upward strokes. All right. So one thing you should do is always get your ears. That way your ears are the same, you know, tone as the rest of your face. This is just a really fast application too. Okay, time for the neck. Okay. Just looking here. Oh, my hand mirror. It's all blurry. It's got setting spray on it from last night. It's like terrible. I'm like, maybe I can see a little bit. Anyway, that's it for the foundation. Just make sure you really blend it in well. And yep. So the next step is to put on some concealer. Okay, it's time for concealer. Boom. Like a little baby. Reminds me of my daughter. Anyway, we're gonna put a little concealer on under our eyes and in our T-zone, and that's gonna just cover up any of those imperfections that we don't like. So I'm using the Born This Way Too Faced concealer in the shade Marshmallow. It's kind of light. I got it light because I like to have some brightening. So yeah, just take the doe foot applicator and put it on your face. So you don't need much. You don't need a lot under your under eyes because it'll actually settle into the fine lines and it'll kind of like defeat the purpose. Alright. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose because what's it like a nose snatched? And then I'm going to put a little bit above my cupid's bow and chin. Not much. Okay, so we've got our concealer on. Now it's time to blend it. So I've got my beauty blender right here, this giant black thing. I love this one so much. I got it at Target for like $5. So if you're looking for a good one, this is great. I really like how it works too. So, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out, and you'll see what I do. It's pretty straightforward. You know, one thing that I should mention is that if you have your own brand of makeup, like foundation, concealer, and everything else that I use, that's totally cool. You don't have to go out and buy all new stuff. I will recommend these products though. And no, I'm not like paid to do that, but I will still do it. Okay, now the tip or the bridge of our nose. And see how that like totally snatched my nose? Love it. Okay, so our concealer is on and ready for some setting powder. So what we want to do is just set like all the areas that we put concealer on, and then just work the rest to our whole face. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush like this, and I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Yeah, this is great stuff. I highly recommend the setting powder. It works so well, so much better than a lot of other products. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I did not like the setting powder. So there we go. I've got some on my brush. I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm right down to the bottom of my setting powder. I've got more though. I've got more in my bathroom. I like to kind of be, what's the word? Be ahead on stuff before it all goes away. All right, I'm going to use the rest. Yay! Check it out. I used all of it. All right, so there we are with our setting powder on. And next, what do we want to do? we're gonna do our brows. Yes, darling, do our brows. Why did I snap? Why did I snap? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I've got my Jeffree Star mirror right here. Bam, bam, bam. You know, I was watching YouTube last night, and he and James Charles were like swapping palettes and doing makeup and stuff, and they were wearing white, and he brings out this mirror, the same mirror, and I was like, hell yeah, that's my mirror. I love it. I love Jeffree Star. He is awesome. Anyway, I wish I could be more like him, but then that's just not me. But I try to be out there a little bit. Anyway, though, it's time to do our brows. So, I've got a couple products here that I really love. Bring them out. I've got a choice here. I can choose the Charlotte Tilbury brow gel, or I can choose this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow. What do they call it? I forget. But this one's just slightly different from my natural color, the blonde Anastasia one. So, you know, I think I'm going to go with the Charlotte Tilbury because this is in taupe and it actually does match my brows. So, I'm going to go ahead and brush these out a little bit with my spoolie if I can find it. No, can't find it. That's stupid. Oh, and I got setting powder all over my shirt. You just look down. Oh. Okay, here's my spoolie and stuff. So I'm gonna just brush up my brows. And then this is, like I said, Charlotte Tilbury brow gel. This is what it looks like. Cute packaging. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take it through my brows. It's got a little spoolie thing on here. I love how this stuff works. You know, the Charlotte Tilbury, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, it's such a good formula. They really did well, but this coloring, does not look good. And watch, I'll say the opposite of that, like, in the future. All right. So there we go with the brows. What do you think? They look all right, I think. I'm going to bust out this mirror. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. Now, what I would like to do is just fill in any thin areas. I've got that. I've got problems with my brows because I was stupid. And back when I was doing drag, probably like 8 years ago or so, I decided that it would be a great idea to shave my eyebrows off because it would be a lot easier to do my brows rather than like blocking them off. Oh my gosh, what a mistake. They never grew in the same, ever. It was terrible. So anyway though, so that leaves me with these brows and I gotta work with what I have. So it just takes a little bit of an extra oomph, if you will, for me to do them. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury brow pencil, see how it's nice and big and thick. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the lines or the areas that don't have a bunch of color. And I'm gonna give a tip on the end. Give your brows a tip. Give your brows a tip. Yeah. Alright, so there's that, putting the product in. Now we're going to use our spoolie to blend it out. As soon as I get the tip on here. Get the tip in there. And then just brush it. All right. There you go. All right, so our brows are done, I think. Yeah, they look good. Oh my God, yay, I can do it. Wow. All right, so the next thing is to add a little bit of color to our face and a little highlight. So here we go. Okay, for bronzer and blush and highlight, we're gonna do a few different things with a couple different products. So the first one we're gonna do is bronze our face, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder brush, powder bronzer in the shade Rosewood. So this one's the lighter kind of bronzing color that I chose. And it just matches my skin tone well. I was using a darker one. While it looked okay, this was a little bit dark. So, all right. So the first thing we're gonna do is take our bronzing blush, whatever you want to call it, brush. It's angled like this, and just gonna take some of the product and just swipe like once. You don't need a lot. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on my upper cheekbones. And see right away that kind of sculpts our face, or my face, excuse me, our face. It sculpts the face and just looks really good, gives some color. All right, so there's our bronzer. I love it. So now I'm gonna take some and put it on the top of my forehead. This is great for people with receding hairlines like me. Just kind of shadows it. Okay, there we go. And I like just a little bit on the kind of like bottom part of my nose, kind of where the sun would naturally hit. There we go. Love it. Okay, so the next thing that I like to do is take a little bit of blush, and add a little bit more natural, like not natural, but like natural coloring. So looking flushed. So I've got the Charlotte Tilbury blush right here. It's called Cheek to Cheek, and it's very much a kind of a natural nude look or color. If I can get it open. So I'm gonna take that same bronzing brush and just work it a little bit here, and add some down from the temples into the top of the cheekbones like this. We're kind of just like layering a little bit. So there you go. You can see right away that it adds some nice color. I love it. I think it looks great when it's that flushed look. All right, there's our blush. So you can see it's just kind of like a natural flushed look. That was my whole point when I was like buying it. And so I chose it for that reason. And I'm gonna just blend it all together softly with the big old Morphe fluffy brush. Oh my God, I'm loving it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is some highlighter, and I love to highlight. So we're just gonna take a highlighter palette. I've got one right here. Now you can use the cream liquid highlighter. I like this. I do have liquid highlighters, but I really love this Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is in the Sun Dipped. This is the Sun Dipped palette, and there's 4 different colors that you can choose from. I really like this one right here. Oops, you can't see that. Yeah, that one right there. It gives a nice golden glow. When I put on highlighter, I want it to look like a natural glow that I would have. And it's not always gonna look super natural. None of this is, but we try to mimic the things on our face and just bring them out. That made a lot of sense, what I was just saying. Anyway, I'm gonna take a highlighter brush. It's a Morphe M510, and I am gonna just swoop the palette just 5 times. I like to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. Now take it, just knock it off a little bit. Knock it off! And then we're just gonna take it right here on our upper cheekbones. Right away, that color is just amazing. I'm gonna take a little bit on my temple. All right, so how does it look? Definitely highlighted. Oh, love it. So now you can actually take a little bit more. This is completely up to you, and see how much you want to add to your face, how glowy you want it to be. I'm going to take a fan brush. This is a Morphe M310, and I'm going to take the same color from this palette, and I'm going to go up here on my forehead. Yay! It really just gives you that glow. I love it. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose with that smaller brush. And then put a little bit on the tip. Just the tip. Alright, that was a reference to RuPaul. Yay! So, we're done highlighting. We are done pretty much with everything on our face. Let's go ahead and do a little lip. I'm thinking to put just a little bit of gloss on. You know, this is totally up to you. If you wanted to make this a little more flashy or a little more standing out, put a matte lipstick or a satin lipstick on there. But I'm gonna put a lip gloss because I like to look just natural and kind of moisturized with the lips. Anyway, let's go for it. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Diamonds. Diamonds, darling. There we go. So we've got our lip gloss on. Our lip gloss is popping. Our lip gloss is cool. So basically now we just want to set our spray. I was gonna say set our face and forget it. So let's do that now. All right. So I grabbed the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Setting Spray. You can use whatever you'd like. This is one that I do recommend though. It's great, it works really well. So let's go ahead and use it. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray it all over my face, and yeah, we'll be good. All right, so we can be very liberal with our setting spray. I've heard of like people like just dripping in setting spray, or maybe that's just like them over exaggerating, but I'm still pretty wet myself. So there we go. So we're gonna let it dry a little bit and it'll be good. Okay, I let it sit for a little bit, and I'm very pleased with the way it looks. Yay, I'm so happy. This turned out really well, I think. I really love this like natural, no makeup look. It's really easy, you know, just go step by step, and yeah, you can get it. So anyway, that brings us to the end of our video, If you liked it, I hope you did, please give it a big thumbs up down below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and then you'll get notified of my new content when it's available. Just a side note though, hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button and hit all notifications. Otherwise you won't get all of my videos in your updates or your notifications. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and everyone, stay beautiful.